I have a tattoo here on my left arm. The Greek word is katartizo. It means to mend, to restore, to put something back into working order, to equip. In Matthew's gospel, Jesus finds Simon and Andrew mending their torn fishing nets. The brothers knew how to mend torn nets, but Jesus invited them to leave the nets, to follow him into a life where they would learn the work of mending the hearts of people. Moses had his own reasons for believing God had chosen the wrong person. By the time God calls him at the burning bush, Moses is living in the wilderness. He's murdered a man. He fled Egypt. He's hiding far away from everything that once defined his life. And when God says, go back, Moses has a whole list of reasons why God should reconsider. Who am I? What if they don't believe me? What if I don't know what to say? I cannot speak well. Please send somebody else. And God keeps asking the deeper question. Moses, will you trust me enough to say yes? Not, are you perfectly prepared? Not, do you have the right skills? Not, have you finally overcome every wound in your life? Just, will you say yes? And maybe that is what Jesus is doing when he gives Peter the keys. Jesus later extends this language of binding and loosening to the wider community of disciples. I don't hear that as permission for the church to become the religious police deciding whom God will accept. Quite the opposite. If Christ has placed the keys of the kingdom into our hands, then we ought to be incredibly careful about locking doors God is trying to open. Maybe the holy work is learning how to loosen shame, to loosen fear, to loosen the identities people have forced upon them, to loosen the belief that their worst day is their truest name, to loosen whatever keeps somebody from discovering that they are already held within the grace of God. That is an enormous responsibility, and God entrusted it to people like Peter, people like Moses, people like us. God chooses to send out prevenient grace through people who say yes and become agents of God's grace. God has always worked through ordinary people.